Good morning. I'm making a plea to white people and black people and any other nation who feel they'd like to get involved in what's going to be the trial of the century. Black people prosecuting white people for the alleged PTSD, post-traumatic slavery. I want white people and black people to listen to the evidence as they unfold over the next coming weeks or even months, depending how long it takes. And for you, the intelligent subscriber or viewer, to decide, both blacks and whites, to decide whether there is a case to answer. Now we know it's going to be quite emotional. It's going to be a turbulent journey, looking through historical archives, and most of all, looking at the present situation today. What makes this trial of the century going to be non-biased, truthful and factual is that it promises to weigh up the pros and the cons. It promises to evaluate the history of slavery, but at the same time against a contrast of the black community today. It is very important that both blacks and white people take part in what's going to be the most devastating, powerful, dynamic trial of the century. Please, once the verdict has been cast, I do not want anyone to moan or whinge that their democracy was not expressed. The reason why I'm giving everyone ample opportunity to get involved is so that people do not argue that the verdict was fixed. Whether white people are found not guilty or guilty, it all depends on you, the public jury. I put it to you, this is going to be not only disturbing and painful, but serving as a prosecution and defense of the judge is not going to be a very easy task. But it will be probed scientifically, logically and factually. Well, all kind of emotions will be dispelled with. I ask you, the juror, both blacks and whites, to put aside your emotions and deal with the facts. The fact being, not just based on the history of the African slave trade, but rather the development of the consciousness of the black community today and how they interrelate with each other. I must warn you that as the case is presented before the court, it will be done in a very precise manner. And please be warned that it will not be open to corruption, bias, or politics, but based purely on the facts as they are given or revealed. There will be witnesses for both the claimant and also the defendant. Witnesses that will be cross-examined thoroughly by both prosecution and the defense. Of course, in situations or trials like this, there are always going to be elements of conflict of interest. And that is the reason why it has been chosen that the process or modus operandi will be done in such a way that we will eliminate any kind of prejudices or conflict of interest. And that's the reason why it is important that both white and black people serve as public jury. So we have the balance. Obviously, I do anticipate if we have an all-black audience or an all-white, it's going to be biased. We bring our baggage and our politics into this. So therefore, it is essential and imperative that as I make a process in building and planning this court, that I tell you in advance the rules and the procedures. To begin with, we will commence with white people's history, and that will be for the prosecution. So remember, black people are prosecuting white people, and then the defense will obviously cross-examine the prosecution witnesses. It promises to be a ride of the century. Get your popcorns and your milkshakes, because you don't want to miss this front side seat viewing. It will be controversial and most of all educational at the same time. It is guaranteed to open up old wounds that have not been attended to or been healed. Of course, both sides will, in their closing speech or closing arguments, argue why they believe that either white people are guilty, the prosecution, or in light of the defense, why white people are not guilty. Indeed, a lot of black people have been asking and pleading for reparation, claiming to be suffering from this alleged post-traumatic slavery. And it is a trial like this, non-biased, having no conflict of interest. If you look at all my videos, you will see I have no axe to grind. I am for truth and facts. So you can rest assured that someone like myself, who's honest, have integrity, and most of all, do not have a conflict of interest. Well, deal with it honestly and efficiently and logically. You don't want to miss the trial of the century, coming to you soon. It promises to be really heated as you journey into a history full of information, education, knowledge, pain, even deception. So please, don't miss out on the trial of the century. Black people prosecuting white people. You don't want to miss it. Remember, I need white jurors and I need black jury in order to have it fair. Thank you. Coming soon, May the 26th. You don't want to miss the black community, the black culture, black psychology on trial. What promises to be the most powerful and truthful video ever to come. We will discuss subjects such as why black males are failing, who are to blame. Rap music will also be under fire. Black business also will have a look in. The black community on trial is something you don't want to miss out on. You will be tried before a black juror, a black judge, black defense and black prosecutor. So no ifs, no buts, no excuses, no O.J. Simpson fixes. You don't want to miss out what promises to be the trial of the century.
You can't handle the truth. 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 You can't handle the truth.